Beauty and the Beast of Paradise Lost Volume 3 Review. At the end of Volume 2, Kaori Yuki's treating a beautiful take on Beauty and the Beast, Madame La Medium issue an ultimatum, and Lord the Beast, Prince Cyril, back to the fallen kingdom of Essos, where everything began. It is honorably followed by Belle, who really doesn't know what she's bumbling into. Continuing in this third volume, Billy comes across the witch, now posing as her mother, and is doped and eventually captured due to her naivety, but her heroes win an initial standoff. La Medium uses her magic for a sneak attack and steals Belle's face, turning her into an idol. Can Prince Cyril save her before it is too late? Beauty and the Beast of Paradise Lost has drawn many mysteries and questions over its first couple of volumes, and this third volume really is the turning point where you answer quite a lot of them. If you've been wondering just how everything came about or were dying to know what was going on with Belle and her birthmark, then I think you come away for this feeling pretty satisfied. However, at the same time, I can help but feel this is the most confusing book in the series so far, because in a lot of places, it's missing some connective tissue between important scenes and tends to jump around a lot. This is an issue that was already present in the second volume, but it hurts this one a lot more as it is actively trying to explain things to you. A flashback scene at the start, for example, just comes out of nowhere, which while it is an important part of the story, as it finally shows up how everything started, it's still surely missing some finer details that could have made it flow a bit better. What at the least, Prince Cyril's motivations for overthrowing his parents, we do find out later, but I still don't understand how La Medium magically got her eyesight back, which is odd as it's so important in getting across this volume's message of showing how things like love, jealousy, and being obsessed with beauty can drive you to do really stupid things. And this volume does tackle the topic really well, from Belle's love for Cyril, despite him being in love with another woman, to the queen's jealousy against the king's mistress, and even La Medium's jealous fraud against Cyril. I just think it needed its narrative pacing and arranging a bit better. Despite the junk, this volume does come across as the 10th and most action-packed in the series so far. As Billy really goes through the ringer here to the point you really doubt that she's going to survive. With her face stolen, she is effectively dead at the people of the Beast's castle. Yet Cyril frantically tries to find a way to revive her. Meanwhile, as an idol, Bella's soul has been flowing into Saimain's, a kind of purgatory at the border between life and death. But if she completely forgets everything for her life, there's no coming back. Saimain itself is scary enough with a very bleak, desolate landscape filled with scraggly dead trees. But when you got the black mass of abandoned faces called the Void hurting for you, things definitely turn up a notch. These are great scenes as you get what is really the first big confrontation against the villain, filled with plenty of heroics from Cyril and a great show of defiance from Belle herself. However, the real star of the show here is Isolde, as the self-aware idol gets what feels like more development than the main cast. As the story unravels, she comes across as a type of background helper character who is always there, unnoticed and unloved, but does her very best for everyone around her. And just seeing her transformation for that a full-fledged member of the gang is very heartwarming indeed. Kaori Yuki's artwork here is still as strong as ever, and we get quite a few nice close-ups in this one, and some very cute-looking panels where Belle is pampering either Cyril and her newfound friend and Isolde. It's also a bit more gruesome in places compared to the previous two volumes, which expand more on the horrific side of its fairy tale origins, and they give a warning for any original poems out there. It does have quite a lot of spiders in it. Beauty and the Beast Paradise Lost continues to be published by Kodansha both physically and digitally. Translation of this volume is handled by Rose Budget and has no issues to note. Overall, Beauty and the Beast of Paradise Lost continues to be a strong series, with this volume finally giving us most of the answers we have been begging for since volume 1, bundled together with some very intense and action-packed scenes in which you find herself doubting if the heroine is going to survive. Just a shame that pacing and narrative issues continue to affect the series, as this volume can be confusing at times that you're trying to understand what is this trying to show you. 7/10.